pretty windy. I have to try and go somewhere else. This hopefully should be a little bit better. I'm hiding behind the bus. Let me first say good morning to you guys. So I feel like we kind of owe you guys an explanation. Around this time last year, Kaylee and I received a cease and desist letter that we had to stop using the name the Nomadic Movement. We were super scared and we didn't know what to do. And we came to you guys and asked for help and we asked for advice. And now, almost a year later, we finally have a resolution. So I could just sit down and lay this whole story out for you guys, but we have too much to do. Yesterday, we spent a lot of time working on this. It was one of those days where you have to do a lot more thinking than actually doing. We're trying to build some stairs. So we spent most of the day just trying to run string lines. This is the first time that we've ever built stairs, so we really didn't know what we were doing. We got the strings run. We spent a lot of time digging out some footers, mixing some concrete, pouring the footers, getting everything all level and ready, and today I want to try and finish it. So what I'm gonna do is tell you guys this story while I build some stairs. So when we received the letter, we were actually really confused because we thought it was a scam, because the letter was made out to Kaylee Marie and Nate Murphy. And Kaylee's name isn't Kaylee Marie, that's not her last name. And my name is Nate Murphy. My name's Jordan. Nate Murphy is a van lifer in England that we went rock climbing with in Spain like 2.5 years ago. So after we made that video asking you guys for help, a lot of you told us and confirmed to us that yeah, this is real. They have a pending trademark application, I think is what it was called. But they had filed an application to use the name Nomadic Movement for clothing, apparel, stuff like that. But they didn't have anything for multimedia. They weren't applying for a trademark to use the name Nomadic Movement for videos and photos and stuff like that. And that's what we do. We don't care about t-shirts, we don't care about clothing and apparel. So before we spent any money on an attorney, we decided just to reach out to the company, to reach out to the owners, and just see if we could make something work. In the email, we told the company what a lot of you guys told us, which was that because we're in two totally different markets, because we make videos and they're a clothing company, we're both allowed to coexist. Just kind of like how Apple Records and Apple Computers were able to coexist. Look at my sleeping beauty getting all ready. Where's Lola?
She's right here.
Oh, hi, good girl. Good morning. Good morning. So after we sent them that email, unfortunately we never heard back. So we never heard back from the owners of the company. And not only that, but about 2 weeks later, they filed for a trademark for multimedia use.
Oh.
Perfect, look at that. I've never done angle cuts before in my life.
Especially with metal.
And we've been doing like mental gymnastics over here for the last 3 hours. I think we figured it out.
At least we got the base, so we got the two most important pieces all figured out.
So at this point we had to get an attorney, and we were contacted by someone who watches this channel. His name's Peter, and he's an amazing attorney based out of Colorado. And we'll link to him down below if any of you are looking for a trademark or copyright attorney. He kind of came to the rescue and he sent us a message, said, I watch your channel, I want to help out. And then it just turned into like this big mess.
Nice, love.
Piece number 1 out of many. So, I don't want to get into all the details, like all the nitty-gritty details of what happened, but basically what happened is our trademark application went in on the 26th or 27th. It was a week after theirs. So we had to oppose their filing, which is kind of like, it's supposed to be like a little mini trial, but you don't really go to court, it's kind of just all done. And what we had to do was oppose their filing on a basis of fraud. So I've been spending some time looking for the stupid thing to change the grinder. You need like it's like a 2-prong handle thing.
We're pretty sure it got stuck somewhere in the soil with all the digging we've been doing.
And we're in lockdown right now and all the hardware stores are closed. So I just made my own. So I just welded a couple screws to this little thing. You stick it in, a little twist.
Hey!
That worked. And there it is, all done. Well, not 100% done, but like the whole structure of the stairs is all done. As you guys can see, each one of these is going to be a step, but I still need to do a lot of cleaning up. This is all just tack welded in. And I really want to finish projects in each video. Like I would love for these stairs to be all done, but I just don't have the materials to do it. So I tried to use these welding rods, and these don't work really well with my welder. These are 70 18s and I need 1611s. And it might take a week or two until I can get some. But just to finish up the story, so we submitted the opposition and then we waited maybe a month or two, and the other company never responded. So they never countered back. So we won by default. I don't know if I said all those words right. Like I don't know all the legal terms for all this, but basically we opposed, they didn't respond. So then we won by default, and now we have a trademark for the name, the Nomadic Movement, to make videos, to take photos, to travel, and to live in a school bus, which is kind of cool. Hey, what are you doing in here?
Replying to our buttload of emails.
I feel like I've been talking in this camera the whole time. I feel like I haven't let you say anything.
Yeah, why don't you let me talk, gosh darn.
I was telling a story.
It's an important story to tell.
It is, and everyone knows. So maybe we should say, hopefully this is the last that we're ever gonna talk to you guys about it,
yeah.
But maybe we should just end this by saying thank you to all of you that have helped us.
Yeah, so many of you guys reached out. I know this really started, almost a year ago.
Yeah.
So you guys were amazing, reaching out and giving us so much support and advice, and we can't thank you guys enough for that.
Now, I think it'll only be right. There's chicken time.
Chicken time!
Gotta make your pit stop.
Just a little road snack. Hey chickies!
You get all excited.
Hi chickies! Easy. So we try to take them out of their little chicken coop at least a couple times a day to free range and kind of be a little mischievous in the grass and find some little insects to eat. But we actually built them, didn't really build much, we kind of just threw a stick in here, but
A couple screws,
nice little stick. We built them a little perch. We've been noticing that they've been perching a lot on this little orange box here that we keep in there that they sleep in at night. And so we built them this little thing.
Come on, try out your little perch. I'm trying to teach them that, like they can stand on it. We just put this in yesterday. Stand.
Good girl.
No.
We transferred all of our seedlings over here to basically just the dirt, the ground, and the wind that we thought had disappeared came back last week.
That's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, it went away for like 3 weeks. We're like, yes, we made it through the windy season, and then boom, one day.
The second we put the plants in the ground.
The day after we put the little seedlings in. So we built this little very temporary blockage from the wind.
So I was thinking about calling it quits on the stairs, but I actually just found some welding rods. I found only about 12 of them, so I should be able to get this solid enough that we can use it. And when we're so close to being done, just having stairs, even if they're not finished but that are usable, is such a big life upgrade. So I'm doing all I can to try and get this all done tonight, and my favorite thing is watching Lola try something that we built for the first time. Come on, good girl. Come on, good girl. We gotta understand, right?
I think I might have to show her. Come on, go up the stairs right here. Hop up.
Good girl. She's like, thank you.
That's a champion. She's so cute. I told Jordan, I'm like, anytime we build something, the bench, the deck, she laid right on it. The bench, she laid right on it. And now the stairs, first thing she does, she sits down.
Oh!
That is nice. I love it. I love it so much. So obviously we're gonna end up shosugibanin the heck out of those boards too to match the deck, and it's just gonna flow so nicely.
Should we try going down now?
We did so good.
Nothing like a little eggs, potatoes, and ketchup for breakfast. I mean, for dinner. For dinner. And a Cherry Gringo brown porter. I've been saving this, waiting for this moment, because the dry law in Panama has officially been lifted, so we legally can drink now. And it's 5 minutes later, and it was just announced that the mayor of Cherokee said we can't drink. So I guess the national president said we can, but the local mayor said we can't. This is just part of living in Panama. So I'm definitely not gonna have this beer. It's definitely gonna go back in the fridge.
Forever.
In case if anyone important is watching this, I didn't drink this beer.
So I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, why the hell are you keeping your name Nomadic Movement if you're not nomadic anymore? I know a lot of you guys are thinking that. And a lot of you guys
probably down in the comments.
You're probably right there, typing something in if you haven't already. But come back up, because we want to explain.
We're basically the opposite of nomadic right now. We have a land, we have a house, and we're not moving. And in fact, we're not even moving at all because we're in quarantine. But there's a bigger plan than this. This is just like base camp for us.
Like Jordan and I always say that as much as we're loving this right now, like this is where we want to be right now, currently in our lives, we don't expect to be here forever, 24/7.
We want to keep traveling. We just don't want to always have to go back to our mother's house when we want to take a break from traveling. We'd rather come to a farm with chickens and animals and fresh produce and our friends. That's kind of where the whole idea of the community came from.
And another big thing of choosing Boquete, choosing kind of like a destination place, is to have a place where our friends and family can come, almost as like not only a place to come visit, but they get to kind of come on vacation as well.
There's actually a tribe of natives that walks by our road every single day, and they're real nomads. Their families have been nomads for thousands of years, and they bounce all around Panama and just keep going from spot to spot. If we could live somewhat of a life like that, I think we'd be really, really happy. Just no permanent place, but just being able to bounce around, being able to travel around and see as much of this world as we can. So that's where we're gonna wrap this video up. We're gonna call it a night. We're gonna hop in bed. We just had internet installed.
Ooh, we got Wi-Fi up here now.
It's like 2 megabytes a second. It's so slow. But at least we'll be able to upload videos for you guys.
And watch Netflix.
So this is what we're gonna call it. Thanks for following along.
We love you guys so much.
See you next time.